Well, boys and girls, kids, folks at home, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm not really what you'd call spitballing. I'm actually just trying different stuff out, kind of testing, not really looking to find something that actually will hit because the bite is horrible. We've been here about 4 hours, only 3 bass. But I wanted to kind of try out the Silver Creek on the Super Ultralight Teton 522. Whoa, 5 foot, 2 inch, 2 piece. Let's try that again. Oh, what in the hell is going on here? Let's try this however many umpteenth time. Watch me catch a big bass jacking around over here. So anyway, let me throw it a little lighter. I don't know what was going on in that first few casts. This is actually a very good, creek and stream setup. I guess I was throwing with that thing did not start up right away. So this is your ultralight, rod may say super ultralight, but it's basically typical of most of your ultralight BFS rods. Reels definitely ultralight, no chance of it being a regular. It just does not hold enough line to be what I would call a all around or all purpose BFS. Now, what's weird is some of these little flashback minnows, chatterbaits, and the micros or minis or whatever, some of them do require almost a little tug just to get them started at times. I think it's just because you're dealing with something so small. Like this blade can get caught weird ways. It's hard to explain, but it's just because it's not your normal anywhere close to normal sized chatterbaits. But this thing, just a little flick of the wrist, cast these baits out, no issue whatsoever. I think if I find the right rod, which we got the streamer coming in an ultralight 552, I may end up liking this reel even better than the Airstream Custom. But yeah, what is going on? I can see the blade twirling, but there it goes. I don't know what is up. Because it's a very smooth reel, very good casting. I mean, that's basically a 16th ounce bait. I've noticed the 522 is fun to catch stuff on, but it's not your best caster for true ultralight. Like a 2 gram crappie jig, there are a lot better rods, I feel, for casting distance anyway. But it's not horrible. It's just like I don't know, hard to explain. I think it's just so short. It's 5'2" and it flexes a lot. Even my 532 has more, is stiffer through here, and I don't know, it just lets it. You would think, if the whole thing loaded up and it cast, it would work, but it's hard to explain. I like the rod, but it's definitely not my favorite rod anymore by far for creek and streams. When you're going for like the true lightest rod and reel combo, you put like the Aldebaran on this, and you get that. But why am I backlashing? Man, I got this brake set. It's like right on the edge. If you cast it hard, it's going to backlash. If you just give it a little flick, it casts away. Cast little baits way out there, and I'm casting into the wind, but still, it's just because I got the brake setting so loose. So this is an awesome combo. Let me set this down somewhere. But this thing got wet. Oh my goodness. We were hitting splashing. Its wind was nuts, insane earlier. But I have to say, this rod is by far my favorite, and I just liked this reel on it better than the others. And I can already tell, I think it casts with a touch more of a pull, just a hair, than the Silver Creek. But the Airstream Custom, man, is just so smooth on the retrieve and the cast. It's hard to explain. But yeah, it's just an awesome, this is an awesome combo right here. I know the reel will hold up. I hope the rod holds up for several years. It's got, see that, it's just got a good action, like a miniature version of a good kind of a mag bass rod. Like it's got that, it's good for a lot of different things, real good for a lot of different things. And then you can find a few things that just is like the perfect rod for actually multiple things. A lot of times it's hard to find that. You'll just get a rod that kind of works for a lot of stuff, doesn't necessarily, you know, have the greatest feel, but it'll do a lot of stuff. And it's like you'll be lucky to find one thing that it just feels real good on. But this rod right here, for almost every little, you know, 1 to 4 gram bait I throw on, even up to 6 grams, it just feels good. Like those little Proberos crank 6 gram, I feel I can cast this. I guess I should show you guys real quick. Let me put one on. I think I got one laying around here somewhere. Just cast it real good. Actually, let's go above 6 gram. Let's just see what it does here. I know somebody's like, oh, he's gonna snap it. But here's a 1/4 ounce Booyah hard knocker, right? Which would definitely be, this is ultralight rod, but I want you guys to look at this. See that? I mean, that's a pretty good little bounce. Get out of there. There you go. But watch this. Like I feel, yeah, it's not going to cast it as far as other rod, but like I feel confident I can fish this. You know, 6 pound test, but 1/4 ounce treble hooks, I should be able to set the hook. And when you're dealing with heavier baits, it's better to have the line just a little short, but like that. See that? So I can cast some little 1.5 gram cranks. I call them jelly beans now. I just kind of started calling them that. Instead of the bean imitation, they're just jelly beans. Got a bunch of them now. I may put one of those on, but like I can accurately throw up to, let's just call it 1/4. But then here, let's just grab one of those jelly beans, and then we'll try the other rod and reel combo too. But anyway, now the 522, it's also capable also, but it's not really a hook set I would have a worry about with some bait like that. Let's just grab this real bright dude, since he just came in the mail. Oh boy. And one trick about the beans, the jelly beans, there's only one hook. So that trick of hooking the 2 hooks together with a little rubber band, that don't work. So let's put a jelly bean on. Let's not see if we can catch a bass with the jelly bean, because they're just not biting worth a darn today. But let's go with that bright dude, just so you guys can see it. And I also had somebody is asking about how do you fish these, and we're kind of out of the wind, but if we are almost thrown into the wind, oh boy. So you're not going to get the distance that you would with say a 2 gram bait, but these jelly beans, as I call them, you can't reel very fast. And I'll try to show you if the sun pops back out. Oh boy. Backlash. So you can't really You know, if you reel very fast, they will just go to one side and then they will pop up out of the water. And that wind's on me now. The wind changes directions and I can feel it backlashing. So just and they only go about a foot deep. I don't even know, yeah, somewhere probably close to a foot deep if you're holding the rod tip down. So cast it out, and I'm having some issues for whatever reason today. All right, we turned, oh my God. Okay, I turned the boat because we do have some wind. You can kind of see it now. I was kind of throwing these into the wind, and these are almost as bad as a trout magnet. If you're trying to throw into the wind with a 1.7 gram bait, it's not going to work too good no matter what you got. So I'm trying to turn, and we'll use the wind to our advantage instead of working against it. And we still backlashed. Oh boy. So anyway, yeah, these little jelly beans you're gonna reel pretty slow. Of course, you guys know the deal, the faster. Now why am I backlashing every cast this go around? What's up with that? I know what's up with that. It's my typical day. This has been a nightmare of a day. Oh my God. And what is up? Come on now. Jeez. Go one tighter. I just saw that line. It was like going good and then it just went. Ridiculous. I mean, you can start to speed it and then stop. It's a good idea, but yeah, I'm sucking right now. I don't know what's going on. Got grass. Even the jelly bean gets grass. There we go. Finally got a cast without a backlash. Let's put one on the other. These may not be as heavy as the other ones. I'm not sure. Should be. I didn't weigh all of them. I just bought a bunch. My guess was that they're all roughly 1.6, 1.7 grams. But let's try a different one on a different rod. And let's just see how well the Silver Creek handles one of those baits. Everything seems extra complicated today. Truck will not go into four-wheel drive. Bass will not hit. Everything's backlashing. Right? Everything. Crazy day. Crazy. Go home. Days like this, you know what you guys do? You just go home, go to bed, and wait for tomorrow. It's one of those days. Yeah, I know. Shut up and cast the bait, right? And this thing's backlashing like a mug. What is it on? Let me check. Okay, it's down. It's only on like 6. So there's 7. Probably gonna have to go to 8 or more. That sucked. I didn't let it get back in there, and it didn't get down in the T-wing right, and it reeled that line right up onto the edge of the spool where it shouldn't be. Okay, let's try this again, boys and girls, folks at home. All right, cast it no problem. Now this one actually looks like it runs better. It's the same bait. There's 2 of them came in the same package. So on this little test, I may need to turn up that airstream. Let's just kind of do a little test. Get out there pretty far. Guessing that's 50 feet. 6-pound braid to a 6-pound leader. But yeah, this one can definitely handle faster speeds. This other one must mean it's more out of true. It is definitely not able to handle much. I'm going to go even one more. Where am I even at on this? There's one past halfway. We're going to go one more. Just so I don't freaking backlash. So maybe when it comes to these little bean baits, maybe I do like the Airstream. Yeah, this thing not liking any kind of a powerful cast without backlashing. I don't know. With the flashback minnow, which it says it's a 16th, but I think they're counting it without that plastic, so the plastic makes it probably like a little over 2 grams. Okay, there we go. Need a little more of a crank. But yeah, I can't. Yeah, this one, you can true these just like the other one. It's going this way. So I do need to true it. It's definitely not capable to go as fast as the other one. If you guys can see that little eye. Yeah, it's kind of tweaked. Hang on here. So they don't, even a big bait doesn't take much. See that eye? First of all, I'm going to straighten it. It looks like it's jacked, crooked. So I'm going to try to get in here. It's better to really have regular needle nose. I'll try to straighten that eye. That thing looks just totally jacked. I think I went way too far, but let's see what that does. Way the wrong way, or too far that way. I could probably push by hand. I'll just show you guys what I did. I went way too far that way. So I got the brake thing figured out, but yeah. So whoever, I can't remember who had asked me, should it pop up? But yeah, they need trued also. Usually, this would be the first one I've had that was a kind of an issue, and then I just made it worse. But you true these just like you would any bait. Okay, so if you guys can, I went too far. If you go slow, which that's what you really want to run these, you don't want to go like speed. This one's back to running okay. But yeah, if a bait's true, you should be able to, not necessarily speed crank these little ones, but you should be able to go pretty fast and have it come straight at you. Okay, yeah, this bait, that's about where it needs to be right now. You can see I'm so yeah, that's pretty close, but they were off. Okay, so we got all that done. Oh my goodness, can I make a video out of just this? So let's do a little quick, try to keep the boat right where we're at, if you guys can make out where we're at. I'm gonna cast towards that grass line you guys probably can't even see. So no backlash right there, no problem. So let me buzz this in. Okay, it didn't blow out. It's kind of hunting. That bait, that just looked good. Hang on, I'm going to cast it again, but first we're kind of doing a cast distance test kind of deal, or with these. Let me cast this one. And I did backlash, but it got about the same distance. So it may need to go one more click. So this boat is hard to hold in spot. I was just doing a quick rough deal. So let me try this one. So yeah, this is the horrible conditions for any kind of anything, but oh my goodness, I'm gonna go one more. Set it and forget it, right? So those chatterbaits throw way better than these little jelly beans. As you can see me struggling at this second. Oh my God. Come on. Oh my freaking God. Why are you being a twat waffle? Is that a bad word? Do I have to edit that out? I don't know. So the winds decided to blow me all over, way away from where I was. Let me get back there. Oh my God, this rod decided to fall down. Yeah, it was bound and determined to fall down between those other two rods. Oh my God. All right, let me get back to where we were. All right, this is roughly where we were when we were thrown to that thing. I just kind of wanted to see. Yeah, I think this is definitely, for like these kind of baits, it is going to be the one that beats out the I think this is top dog, the Silver Creek, for ease and probably not 100% distance, but like gets right there as far as any of them, even the new Aldebaran on these light baits, but is actually just I guess easier to flick and cast them. But I wanted to show you guys when the sun's shining. You can see it in this one. I want you to watch if you can make out where the line's hitting the water. I'm gonna throw it straight ahead. Oh my God. Yeah, this reel's awesome. I'm the moron today. I can't do anything right. Jesus. I think I just zinged it way too hard. I'm trying to get a long cast. It could be the fact that this knot, I've got too close. I need less line because when I reel up, I don't want this knot to get in around that T-wing deal. That is one of the downsides to the T-wing. But anyway, I want you to watch that. If you can make out where the line's hitting the water, that's hard to make out, but it starts a kind of little mini hunt. And I'm going to show you with this other one, because I think in me messing with it and truing it up, I think I actually made it work better. And it backlashed too. Oh my freaking God. Well, now I feel that's why the wind, I don't know if you guys can feel it, the wind's in my face. It's wherever today. We've got clouds coming and going. Man, it's just a day. Jesus criminy, it's a day. It's a Saturday from hell is what it is. There ain't no Jesus in today. It's all about hell. Jeez. I thought I already put that down. Oh, I did, and then I put it back up. That's right. All right, when that sun comes out and that wind ain't blowing the right way, or is blowing the right way, there we go. I want you guys to watch this bait. If you can make out that line. Yeah, it's hard to, but yeah, this bait, that's actually a good, very good thing. You get a little fish chasing after it and it looks darty, like it's darting, it's trying to get away, they'll be more likely to hit it. Ain't gonna happen today because it's one of those days. So I definitely like this reel, or this rod, better than the 522. But the reel's still up in the air because I think that I may be getting a little bit distance easier with this one when it comes to these little baits. Even though I feel this rod is not as capable as the rod I have the Airstream Custom on. If that makes sense. So I don't know if I'll turn this into its own little video. If I did, and you're watching it now, thanks for watching. Otherwise, I'm gonna delete it. I haven't decided yet. It's one of those felt cute, might delete later pics, you know what I'm saying? You may see this video or you may not. But as far as these bean little baits go, on big water, don't use them. Little creeks, streams, very little ponds, anywhere where you feel there's some panfish, you know, littler bass. Just a lot of fun to mess with these little baits. Otherwise, they're just, you're not going to get the distance for casting, and just not get the attention, I feel anyway, as a big enough bass to make it worthwhile to even sit and mess with. I'm just doing it right now to kind of test casting, jacking around before I pack up and go because the bite sucks.